I feel tense in here.
Dude, I swear something just poked my elbow.
Why does it keep going on? I just heard something over here. Is there somebody in here messing with us? My name is R.C. Davis. Ever since I was a kid, I've had strange experiences that cannot be explained. Frustrated with not finding answers in books, the internet, and television, I decided to buy my own equipment to conduct my own investigations to find the answers that have eluded me all these years. I will travel to the most alleged haunted locations as well as other unknown places for paranormal activity and to see what exactly is going on there. This is DPI.
People heard that stuff's happened here. A lot of people tell me there's a lot of different energy in here.
We're in Fremont, Ohio, investigating the Bihl Manor.
This is really weird, you know, like I know the first 6 months of owning this place, it was beyond active.
And we're here to investigate the claims of eerie voices and disturbing footsteps.
And man, you could hear somebody just run across the forest. They're like, boom, 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 like, and we ran up there, there was nobody up there, we were all downstairs.
Dark shadow figures are seen running down the halls and peeking around corners.
There's a thing peeking out like this, and you can see the head and shoulders, and it goes real quick, it shoots back like when it sees the camera.
And if that isn't enough, there are claims to be an unseen presence biting and scratching people right here in the basement.
She pulled up her shirt right here and she had scratch marks.
The Bihl Manor was built in the late 1890s in a thriving area.
Jerome Bihl was a native from Toledo. He came here in 1898, built this home because of that reason, because this place was so up and coming. They wanted to make sure, you know, to kind of tap into the industry, and he's going to make money as a businessman.
Bihl was an entrepreneur and opened up a music shop selling mostly pianos, and he also opened up a jewelry shop.
Here's the piano. People have told me that they would, when they were investigating, they would actually hear a tone from it here and there. That's a shop, a music shop, which still stands now, and it's actually a coffee shop. Yeah.
Bihl would later sell the house and took residence in Minnesota.
They sold the house in 1922 to the Wolf family. They were a family from Lindsay. They owned a granary out there. They were a well-off family, so they moved in this area. Daisy's mother passed away actually right here, walking through this door. Daisy passed away in the other room in 1966, and her husband passed away in the house in 1942.
Not only did Clarence pass away in the house, they also had his funeral there.
But back then it was very common, and most of these houses probably had that. Families would have wakes and funerals at their homes. They would do viewings here, and then they would, you know, take them to the cemeteries or whatever. It was a lot cheaper, and I think they just feel more comfortable having the family here at their house, and that would have been the room over here that they would have done that in. So Clarence, in 1940, was crossing the street over here and got hit by a car. And he didn't die due to that. He died 2 years later due to that accident. After he had surgery and stuff, it kind of took a toll on his body, and that's when he died. So this is the window people tell me they see somebody looking out the window of. We're thinking maybe this is where Clarence kind of hangs out. So once Daisy passed away, the house sat empty for a couple of years, and then Lucas County Children's Group purchased it, made it into an orphanage. And then after that, it became a Harmony House. It actually became a group home / orphanage, which you had mentally challenged kids here, you had sick children here, and you had unwanted kids. And it was that to 1991, and then it turned into a group home for adult mentally challenged men for 2 years to 93, and then it stopped, you know, running as a group home. Then it became a bed and breakfast for a few years. Then it ended up in private hands. They lived here for a few years. They moved out of here. It sat empty for quite a long time, and then I ended up purchasing it.
Okay, so right now we're headed to the cemetery where Clarence and Daisy Wolf are buried. And Jeff is driving us.
What, do you sound nervous?
And this is a lot more creepier than any location that I've investigated so far. A lot more terrifying. Hope he doesn't run over anybody's tombstone. Okay, right here is fine. You see on the brake there. I like visiting the final resting places of people that are involved in the investigation and try to further communicate with them in my quest to find the existence of an afterlife. Okay, so we already found the site for them. Clarence is buried right here. And Daisy's buried next to him. And what was funny was I told Jeff to park right there. Okay, right here is fine. Just show where the car is. And when I walked over, I just looked down and there are their graves. There are over 1,700 graves in here, so it's a miracle that we just parked right there and we found them. So, Clarence and Daisy, we're going to be in your house tonight that you both lived in. Clarence, I know you died there, had your funeral in there. We'd like for you to communicate with us tonight. We're going to be in there all night, you and Daisy. If you want to talk to us, communicate with us, let us know that you're in there with us. We'd be greatly appreciated for it. I don't know if you're still here or if you've already passed on, but if you can hear me, we'll be in your house all night tonight that you lived in, right up the road on Buckland Avenue. Hoping you come out, give us some company. Back at the manor, Carlo just told us about buying it, and then
I found that it was haunted. So,
how did you find that out?
Experiences right off the bat. First day I got the keys, I walked through this door, I'm standing in there, it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon or whatever the heck it was, and I was standing there with stuff all over here, and then I hear somebody walking around upstairs. So I walked over here and I started yelling up the stairs, hello, hello, nobody would answer, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me, right? So then I tried to ignore it, and then just things started escalating from there. They love touchy things. REM pods, cat balls, music boxes, just about anything that lights up makes noises. They love that stuff.
A previous owner also had experiences here.
So it was about 2-3 months ago, probably 3 months ago, I got a text message on my page. It says, hey, I see my old yellow house all over the internet. And I'm like, all right, we're going to open this can of worms right now. So I was like, instantly, I was like, did you experience anything weird in this house? She's like, oh yeah. That right there is our actual text message, that screenshot. They seen everything from a full body shadow man walking past her husband, to people looking out the window, running up and down the stairs, doors slamming, doors handles jiggling. I mean, it's all right there.
So who do you think it is? Because you like you said, there's only one. I know Clarence died in here.
Yeah, Clarence, Daisy. I think there's just children. Two boys been seen in this room twice. I had a gentleman here that helps run a production company. He brought his fiance here, and they were up here. They slept. It was about 4 a.m. He said when he flipped over, he opened his eyes, and there was a boy looking down at his fiance, and he was like, "Holy shit!" He goes, "Get up!" He shook her. As she jumps up, she said the kid just dropped and vanished. And they were up till like 6 a.m. Then they went in the other room and slept. I had a team, they said they were sitting out here and they saw the boy on this side of the bed staring at him. And when he put the flashlight on him, he vanished. He just disappeared instantly. So it's been a boy seen in this room twice. When you sleep here, watch your toes. I heard they tug on toes a lot. I heard they pull on blankets. I've been told they put their arm across you and you can hear breathing. I've never slept here, so I can't tell you what I experienced, and I don't plan on sleeping here because I think I find it a little creepy. So enjoy yourself.
Ellie, this is where you can pass out if you do.
There you go. You got your spot right there. So when I first got this house, it was about a month in. I was walking through the front door. It was about 1 o'clock on a Sunday. I opened the door. I'm holding a few things, and I look up on that stair landing, and there's a boy standing there. And I'm looking at him just like I'm looking at you guys.
Where is that at?
Downstairs on
in the line?
yeah, right as you walk through the door, you see the stairs going up.
Right.
He's on that landing. So I had a group here about a month after that, and the woman wrote in the book, "Hey, I've seen a boy with red hair walk through this door and disappear."
Oh.
What I saw on that landing was a boy with red hair, black suit, and white shirt. That's what I saw standing there. I had a group of guys here helping me fix this place up, and we came in the one morning. I was like, "Hey, anything happened last night?" They're like, "Yeah, we got bit." And I'm like, "Bit?" I go, "I've never told my life, to be honest with you." He goes, "No, we were down in the basement, something bit us." And I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" They showed me, they took pictures of their marks. I had other people come in here and tell me the same story. They would get bit. They used to bite your eyes. They used to scratch ladies, and ladies would get scratched in this hallway.
Do you think that bite or scratcher could be one of the mentally handicapped
Yeah,
kids that were...
so we've had a lot of pretty big names here that kind of do a lot of research with the paranormal, and we all came to a conclusion that what do mentally challenged kids like to do?
Yeah,
They bite, scratch, pull hair. That's how they get attention. They're not verbal.
That's what I was
So that's what I think was down here was just somebody. They're probably like, "Hey, after all these years, somebody's actually walking around down here. Hey, you know, we're here," and they kind of start getting a little touchy. This is what I call their space. It has a whole different vibe up here, man. It's like I don't know, their energy's like just...
Whose space is it?
Their space?
Their
Spirit space.
Oh, spirit space.
Yeah.
Okay.
They can have this. Leave me alone downstairs. You can run around all you want up here. But I've seen just about everything happen up here. A lot of activity in this area. A lot of activity in there for sure. And hallways is crazy active. This is Daisy's room. Daisy died in the house in 1966. I've seen some of the coolest stuff here. I've seen just about every piece of equipment go off. I've seen somebody, a team that was here, had an EDI sitting on that chair. And they had a REM pod on the floor, and the EDI gets launched forward off the chair, and then the REM pod just started going ducks. So I had several psychics tell me there's an angry woman in this room here. I've never seen her, but I have heard a woman in this house sobbing and crying like twice. And now it kind of makes sense because I just learned about the Bihls losing the stillborn.
Oh, right.
And I wonder if she's back looking for the child. I don't know. I mean, that's my theory on it. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's my theory on it. So, but supposedly she stands in that corner over there, supposed to be angry, but not angry like she wants to beat you up. Angry. She's angry about something.
She lost her child.
Yeah.
Out of all the activity here, it seems that children are the most prominent.
I can't find some of the documents on the children. I've been looking all over the place.
Yeah, I couldn't either.
And the thing is, I had a gentleman here that's a professor, and he was talking to me about it. And he's like, a lot of times when it was county-owned stuff, they wouldn't even print it in the paper. You know, if they passed away, they passed away. They shipped them out, and most of them were forgotten kids anyways. Nobody wanted them. The emotions that came through here, you had kids that were throwaway kids. First of all, the sadness, the happiness, the depression, just everything bottled up. You know, it's embedded in these walls. I mean, energy doesn't go away.
We end the tour and say goodnight to Carlo.
All right, have fun. Happy hauntings, guys.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Okay, so that was a lot more than I expected. It's a little tense. Did you feel tense in here? I'd like to introduce ourselves. My name's RC. I have my son Jeff and Ellie with me. And we're going to be in here all night. You see that light flicker? So if you want to communicate with us, show yourself to us, make yourselves known. We welcome it. Clarence, Daisy, are you here? You remember us from the graveyard where you're buried? I told you we were going to come to your house tonight. Well, here we are. And if you weren't there at your graveyard, we're here to communicate with you. And we hope you communicate with us. Show yourself. Oh my God. I feel tense in here. Alright, well, let's go get our equipment and start studying. So,
We placed our 8 stationary or stat cams in the following locations. Attic. A boy with red hair was seen walking through this doorway. We placed a motion sensor on the chair and a cat ball on the desk. Second floor hallway. Shadow figures are seen here and a man looking out of this window in the room down the hall. We placed a motion strip sensor here. It also detects hot and cold spots. Second floor bedroom. A boy has been seen at least twice in this room. Will we get the third? Placed a motion detector on the fan and a bell on the dresser. Second floor breezeway. A lot of activity is claimed to go on here in the spirit space. We have a motion detector here and a cat ball here, which was replaced as I seem to kick them when they're down. Garage. People have claimed to hear the piano mysteriously make sounds by itself. We placed a cat ball on the piano, and 20 minutes later, it lights up. Basement. This is where people have claimed to get bit and scratched by an unseen presence. We placed a cat ball in the area that this happened.
Just gotta make sure not to hit it.
no, you know I am. I'm going to kick that thing right into the room.
Foyer. Carlos said he saw a red-haired boy standing on this landing, and a black mass was caught on video on the floor area. We placed a cat ball on the landing where the boy was seen. An hour earlier, this ball of light travels across to the dining room. What's strange is I've never seen one so clear with all the lights on. Daisy's room. REM pods go off, shadow figures are seen, and a device was launched out of this chair. Those are just a few of the experiences here where Daisy may have died. So we put a cat ball, REM pod, and a bell on the floor. Also, we put a cat ball and Scare Bear in the chair to see if they go airborne. Earlier in this room, I was setting up the equipment, and Jeff and Ellie were in another room when we heard 3 loud bangs. These bangs are similar to Carlo's experience.
So we're sitting on the floor here, there was no furniture, there was nothing in this house. And I was like, can you knock back? And I'm like, I did the 3 knocks, I sat there, and all of a sudden it goes, boom, boom, boom. I actually ducked. She's like, I'm out of here. She runs for the door. And it came from back here, and I still don't know what it was. It was loud.
At first I thought it was Jeff and Ellie in the other room, until he came over and asked me about it.
Did you hear a rumble?
Right back there. Sound like a boom boom.
gonna go old school. We're gonna walk around with the EMF detector to get a base reading of the house. See how much EMF is in here.
Some locations run high electromagnetic fields with having a lot of electricity or being close to something that does, such as a power plant or power lines. This could give false readings when thinking it could be a spirit, as the theory goes that they too give off the same EMF. Even Wi-Fi will cause EMF detectors to fluctuate.
Okay, spirits. If you actually exist and you're in here, then you should come out and show yourself.
Careful. Don't step on the room.
I see it. Yeah, how can I miss that? The REM pod just went off again, but I'm not sure. Not sure what that is. So Daisy's room. You hear that things get thrown out of this rocking chair. So I put Scare Bear in there. See if whoever it is or whatever it is throwing things out. Now let's go out to the garage because I didn't get to see your setup.
Over there.
As with all investigations, we investigate in total darkness.
Is there a step down?
The light that you see is infrared light and is invisible to our eyes.
There's stairs to your left if you keep going.
Stairs?
Yes.
Down.
Keep going. Then stairs right here.
How low is that?
Pretty low. Why would you ask without...
I was wondering if there was a beam that I'd be hitting my head on. I'm so horrible. In the dark. Okay. Is there another step down here?
Okay, spiderweb is on the right side of that.
Okay. How many steps?
Only one. You're good. You got it.
I don't even trust you anymore. Can you make that piano go play the piano? Can you hit some keys on that piano? Where is the piano?
Keep going.
Ah. Help if I use my light, right?
There's the cat ball.
Then we have a cat ball on top of the piano.
Tell me about it.
You can hear everything outside of here.
Yeah.
I got 0, 0 on here. Yep. 1, 0. Play some music.
Your IR light isn't even on.
It's brighter than that. Just testing you. Took you long enough.
You can't even tell yourself.
No, it's bright as it is. No music? Alright. If we can find out where the door is.
As we head upstairs into the breezeway, we hear the REM pod go off again in Daisy's room. Unfortunately, the sound on the stat cam is out.
Right now we can hear a REM pod keep going off in Daisy's room. It's been going off like all night.
Should we go down there? You kick the cat ball.
There's the cat ball we put in here. I'm just showing everybody where it's at. I'm getting a flat zero on this bed. So a little boy has been seen in here, leaning over. God, that's such a creepy story. Leaning over, staring at him. And then when they saw him, what did he say? When they saw him, he just like dropped down and just vanished. Twice they say they've seen this little boy in here. So there's a little boy in here. Can you give us a sign of your presence? Can you show yourself? Can you peek your head up behind that bed? Are you back there? I'm gonna start right on my digital recorder. See if we can capture EVPs. If you want to say something, you can talk into this little red light I'm holding in my hand. What's your name? Are you a little boy? Likes to stare at people when they sleep? How old are you? Were you one of the little boys that stayed here as an orphan?
Not getting any responses, we head into the angry woman's room.
Jesus Christ. There's a fan there.
Thank you.
So I had several psychics tell me there's an angry woman in this room here. Now it kind of makes sense because I just learned about the Behls losing the stillborn.
Oh,
And I wonder if she's back looking for the child. I don't know.
Is there a woman in here? A sad woman? Crying for your newborn that died in childbirth? Can you talk to us? What was your child's name? Are you angry or are you sad? Or both? Can you let us know that you're in here? I'm knocking one of these dolls off the shelf if you're angry. Or you could just tell us in this digital recorder if you're sad.
Wait. The REM pod's going off again. Not just stopped. That's on again.
Why does it keep going off?
When you guys were coming down, it stopped.
Okay, who keeps making this REM pod go off? Can you do it for us right now? I guess we did turn off that motion detector. Or did you just turn it off?
I don't know, this one's been turned off. We didn't turn it back on.
Do you want me to turn it on?
While I'm in the middle? Yeah. Make that REM pod go off again while we're in here. Grab my arm. Are you in the bathroom? Take this digital recorder out of my hand. Why can't you make it go off now? Okay, now that thing was going off constantly while we were up there, right?
Yeah.
Had an EDI sitting on that chair, and they had a REM pod on the floor, and the EDI gets launched forward off the chair, and then the REM pod just started going nuts.
Do you not like things in your chair? Is that why you've been throwing them out of this chair? Can you throw this ball or this bear out of this chair right now?
Or at least light them up.
Not getting any responses. Later, Ellie sees something on the monitor.
I just saw something.
Where?
Like right there.
What did you see?
It was like a massive black circle, like massive.
Black?
Yeah, like black.
Did you get it on your...
No, because I looked away for a split second and I looked back and it was there. That's why I put my camera straight there, but I don't know if it's going to come back.
Okay, let's go to the basement. Is there somebody just in here?
They were near to the right.
Yeah, it would be over to...
Over this side?
Yeah, in front of you. They were near there. There was like a massive black dot. And like went away as soon as I looked at it.
There's somebody biting and scratching people in here? Can you do it to me? Were you just in here? Can you show yourself to us? Touch one of us?
After I asked that, Ellie feels something strange.
What's going on with my arm? Could just be me. It was like all tingly and everything. Like
That's
going
right.
down my arm.
That's where Jeff was standing, wasn't it?
No, I was staying further back.
Yeah, at the back. Could just be me.
This is my life.
I am getting cold though. I am getting cold
I'm
though.
not cold, it was very hot tonight.
You're getting cold?
Yeah.
At the exact time Jeff gets cold, this ball of light is captured on the second floor bedroom stat cam.
Dude, I'm... Oh my god.
What? You're cold?
Yes!
Where's your thermometer?
Dude, do my back. Because my back is like freezing.
Back's always hot as well.
Yeah.
What the hell? This thing's almost dead. It's 87. She's at 87. We're same temperature.
Your hands feel colder than I normally do.
Okay.
What was that? I keep getting tingles down there.
These creepy sensations continue for Jeff and Ellie throughout the basement.
My arm.
What's wrong with your arm?
It keeps tingling. Like, oh god, I just hit the pole. Like from around here down and then up to my forearm. It keeps tingling and I don't know why. And I had it on my back a little bit, but that's gone. It's mostly my left arm. My right arm's fine. There it goes again. Like, it's not even like pins and needles tingles. It's really weird.
Are you touching Ellie right now?
It's like someone's tickling me.
Is it because she's a girl?
I get privileges. It wasn't happening upstairs. It was only happening down here.
We now move into the workshop, where the activity seems to follow us.
Are there any kids in here working? You're learning how to build stuff or fix stuff?
Becoming carpenters. My arm. It's really weird. It happened like, I don't know.
Can I touch you?
No. What?
Dude, I swear something just poked my elbow.
Poked your elbow?
Yeah, it's like if there was like a pole right here and like I did that. It could have been my thermometer actually. Never mind.
Most likely Jeff hit his elbow on a thermometer on his belt, but this mist shoots in at the same time. Ellie also seems to be affected.
Why are you touching them two? What's wrong with me?
Probably because you're old.
That's not very nice. My arm! It's really tingly. It's like tickle tingly.
If you're touching Ellie, can you bang something in here? Yell,
Give us a hello, maybe.
can you yell, scream, say hello?
Bite one of us. Bite Jeff.
If you're a biter or scratcher, maybe that's what you're feeling. They're trying to scratch you, but they can only tingle you.
I don't know, it's just really tingly and it's nowhere else on my body apart from my left arm. It's really weird.
What was that?
It just turned off. I just watched that happen.
What happened? Did it die?
I think it just turned off. It
It
didn't.
just turned off. It was on charge.
Yeah, it was on charge. But I just completely
It
turned off.
still is on charge.
I just heard something over here. Is there somebody in here messing with us?
It's 1:15 in the morning as we say goodbye to Ellie.
Let me say bye, Ellie.
Never passed out. I'm so tired.
Ellie is very tired and wants to sleep in the car instead of the upstairs bedroom, so Jeff and I say goodnight to her and continue the investigation.
So right now we're gonna go put the Etch-a-Sketch, and I got a Slinky from, I can't believe that goes back to the 40s. I didn't think the Slinky was that old, but so since this house had kids in it from going upstairs with this Etch-a-Sketch and Slinky to try to entice, and we're also going to put the ball. They said they had a ball get kicked down these stairs right here. Why is my key tube going off? But it's just in the same spot. There any little kids in here? Is that a rocking horse?
Yep.
Can you rock that horse for us? Can you make any kind of a sound? Can you laugh? I got an Etch-a-Sketch here. Don't know if you ever played with this one, but you can draw. All you gotta do is turn these knobs. I'm gonna leave this blank for you to draw on it. I also have this Slinky. I don't know if you remember this little toy. It's been so long since I had one.
And things like
Did
that.
they move any of the toys around?
I seen that ball get kicked down the stairs.
Which one?
The big one there.
Put this ball here. Can you roll that ball to me? I got this Slinky. I'm gonna leave this right here for you. Where's the cat ball on that side?
Yeah, it's done here.
Put the Slinky here.
Now that the toys are in place, we enter the bedroom where the creepy kid is and try to draw him out.
Can you grab my legs and pull me under the bed? And reach your hand out and grab my feet. Clarence, are you here? Are you not talking to us? Daisy, are you here? They say feel a man's presence in this room. They say they seen a man looking out this window, I guess from the street. It'd be cool to see him actually looking out from the inside. Are you here in this little room with us? Can you push me out the window?
Don't do that.
I don't think they're malevolent anyway. Clarence, did you used to like looking out this window?
It's an odd spot.
If that was you, what would you be looking at? You just looking at the people going down? He died in the bedroom, so he had to die in one of these rooms.
Not getting EVPs or electronic voice phenomena, we head upstairs.
Now we're going up to the attic. We're good up here.
I think you left it on the dining room.
Anybody up here? Got a little kid up there? Is this where you like to hang out? Mess with people? Or it's because it's a nice big room that you can play in?
We continue in this attic using trigger objects, EMF, spirit box, and digital recorder with no activity.
Okay, so right now I'm going to do what I like to call the dead bait walk. I'll be going all the way up through the house into every room by myself, as Jeff will stay out here.
He's sitting on that bench.
As we're out on the porch. And you're going to set the camera up, right?
Yep.
He's going to set the camera up and he'll have it on him at all times so you can see that he's not in the house.
Well, I'm out here by myself now.
I'm coming in by myself. I don't have Jeff with me. And I'm just going to do the walk around here. This is a sitting room. We got a cat ball there. You can light up. And if you're here with me, come around to the side. Where is the ghost meter keeps going off right in this little hallway.
If there's anyone out here with me at this time, please speak into this microphone in my hand.
This is Daisy's room. This is where the REM pod kept going off. Make that REM pod go off now. So you're going to hear the motion detector go off when I walk by. There it goes.
Hello, welcome.
This is the bathroom in this room. It's one of the bathrooms. This is the hallway that looks around here. That was a good room.
Hello, welcome.
All this room. This meter's going off.
Right after I start walking into the hallway, this anomaly shoots right behind me into the hallway. Could this be the reason the meter went off?
Yours going off.
Well, my name is Jeff. I'm not gonna hurt you or anything. If anything, I'd hurt myself before I'd even get to hurt you. So like trip over and fall.
The REM pod's going off right now. This is where the piano hits keys. Can you play the piano for us? For me? I'm the only one here. Can you play that piano? Coming up to the second floor. Again. Let's do this. Alright. Okay, first I guess I'll start on this side. Into this room. This is the room they say they see a little boy. A little boy in this room, can you talk to me? That was my throat. I guess we'll go lay down and see. Are there any spirits in here? Make a noise.
Hello, welcome.
The owner was wanting to live here but didn't. Now I'm in the playroom with the rocking horse not moving. Move any of these toys? Put the motions. No good. And this is the room where they see a man standing looking out the window. I hope he's recording. Just couldn't get anything. Oh, here. 48. 48. Alright.
Did you just hear the disembodied voice? This did not come from outside, as here's the audio at the exact same time from Jeff's camera.
I'm gonna go in the room with the 2 double beds. What about this room? I have to say though, walking around by yourself, you get chills. Alright, so now I'm gonna head up to the top where the attic is. It really screeched down because of the roof. You bang your head on the roof. I got stack came over there. We got balls on the floor. Hold the ball over there, and it's still in the same position.
Do you know that you're dead? Or in your mind, are you still alive, but people just don't notice you?
I don't think we went in there, but it doesn't look like much of a room. Can you touch me? Talk to me? I'm all alone.
We just want you to try your best to communicate with us,
Are you up there?
whether it be through digital recorder like you just talking, making a sound like a knock or footsteps or like slamming a door. I mean, sure, probably at first it would creep us out, but at least
Get out of here first. Pitch black in here, can't see anything. Oh, I just kicked the cat ball. Me. My bad. Any steps in me. Walk there. Okay. Run into the pool. Make sure I don't hit this pole. Alright. Hitting this dirt wall. What happens when it's dark in here? This was the workshop for the kids. Is there a scratcher or biter in here? Any scratch or bite people? So I'll be leaving now, so you can come and bite or scratch me. Okay, I'm leaving. Didn't feel anything. Didn't feel any bites or scratches. So I'm gonna go meet back up with Jeff.
Later on, we do our dead silence time with Jeff being alone in the attic and I being alone in Daisy's room. But we didn't get much activity. So I decided to go back upstairs to try and draw out the spirit that is seen by the bed, but didn't get the wake-up call.
Well, our light shut off. That's pretty cool.
Meanwhile, Jeff is down in Daisy's room and a strange EMF continues.
How do you explain that?
And that pretty much sums up our night. Are the kids that stayed at Bihl Manor still there, yearning for attention?
Dude, I swear something just poked my elbow.
Like from around here down and then up to my forearm.
What? Your goal?
Yes!
Are Clarence and Daisy, who lived and died there, still roaming around?
We're thinking maybe this is where Clarence kind of hangs out.
We spent 12 hours investigating to try and answer these questions, and got some intriguing results.
Sound like a boom boom.
There is a reason that the owner does not want to move in, and it's places like these that I want to find out why.